Hi, welcome to our Through Our Boys podcast, coming to you from the amazing Canadian mountains.
Yes, and welcome to our series of interviews with people on here important to us, and we hope you enjoy watching them as much as we enjoy making them.
Today we have a special guest on, Claudia Mason.
Hi,
Hi, thank you so much for inviting me. I just want to say I love what you're doing. I think this is amazing, and I'm very enthusiastic for it.
Thank you. So, you kind of live in France, I know that, but, roughly where in France?
Well, it's the south of France, but yeah, kind of top south, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So near Toulouse. Toulouse is the biggest town near us.
Okay.
And we're in the part of France which gets more sunlight, so the warmer part.
Yeah, it must be nice in France around this time of year.
Not as big as Canada, but it's quite big. Probably in a similar place that you live in Canada.
Probably, yeah.
As in your relationship you have in Canada, something like that.
Yeah, we kind of
imagine
south-ish.
Yeah. So I'm south. People consider it to be the south of France.
Right. Yeah.
It's about, but we're 2 hours from Toulouse. So, and from there, it's a little way to the Spanish border still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty warm there about this time.
It's very hot. Yeah, and I've just seen the temperature's going to be 36, 37 degrees this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm forward to that.
Had nothing but rain the last few days.
Rain, yeah.
We had a massive hailstorm last night. We had a lot of damage. Hailstone golf balls. The car's dented, and our conservatory roof is full of holes.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's going to be fun. But yes.
Yeah.
So, do you want to know a bit about me?
Yes. So what do you do for work?
For a living.
For work? Yeah, for a living. Well, I have a company called Conch Tiny House, and Will and I, my husband, we build and design tiny houses for people. So
Nice.
we have a website. I think you might have checked out our website, conchtinyhouse.com.
Yeah.
See what we do on
Briefly, I think.
Right, we've built 4 houses so far.
Nice.
And we actually have one outside, which we're about to sell.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So I trained as an architect originally. Well, we both did. That's where we met. So we've known each other a long time. And I went to an art college, which was fun, really good fun, of course. And then I had a job working for the City Council in Canterbury for a while, 2 years. And that's where I really learned all the practical stuff on how to be an architect. And then after that, I've done all sorts of jobs. In fact, moved a lot in England, moved to Spain, moved to France, but I've also done a lot of jobs. So I've also worked as an interior designer, a graphic designer, and one of my main jobs has been refurbishing houses.
Yeah. How did you like all them? How did you like them?
I've always loved everything I've done. It's always been great while I'm doing it. But
that's good.
And always a challenge. I like a challenge too. So it's a constant learning curve.
Yes.
You're always having to learn more things. Particularly, I also taught art in an international school, which was really interesting. It was a big learning curve there. I spent the whole summer learning how to do it, what to teach, the curriculum. But it was great. I loved that job. Just a fantastic. But it did give me a real insight into education and the other side of it. So I also did a bit of homeschooling with my 2 boys.
Nice.
Partly as a result of us moving times. and that was super fulfilling.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting doing the teaching at the school because you get to see the other side of the institutions too.
Yes.
And yeah, so after that, I did quite a lot of research into education. And I don't know, do you know John Taylor Gatto? Have you read any of
Yeah, we've
I
heard
heard
of him.
or
Yeah.
heard of him? Yeah, I then researched him, and that gave me a whole new perspective, and it gave me the confidence to, to do some home educating with my children
Mhm.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was interesting because I think all of them, I think between them, they all went to about 11 schools,
Wow.
roughly.
That's a lot of schools.
Um,
Yeah.
it's a lot of schools, yeah, and a lot of really different schools too.
Yeah.
So they did. Yeah, Orlando went to a Steiner school, a Montessori school, and then they went to international school, various state schools, Spanish school, Catalan school, including a convent. So, which I think was quite an education in and of itself. Just seeing the different ways it was done, and they probably learned quite a lot from that.
Quite an experience.
Yeah, good experience in a way. I'm not sure how it was for them, but I'm very proud of them anyway. And it's made them quite resilient.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, just the traveling around and learning different cultures. It was a real eye opener to see how, other places do things.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like where you live, right?
Here, oh, it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I think pretty privileged, really.
Yeah.
It actually reminds me when I grew up. I grew up in a village in England, and England's changed a lot now because it's just grown so big, so many more cars, so much more building.
You can't really go very far without eventually finding a road or a house or something.
Yeah.
Everywhere there.
Yeah.
But here we still have quite a lot of open space. I mean, I'm in a pretty unpopulated area here. Yeah. So I'm not near any cities. I think it's about 40 minutes to the nearest big town, Lahore, which is a decent size. And it's literally little one-track country roads everywhere. A lot of the roads even have grass still growing in them. So, and that's nice. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So kind of like here in a way.
Yeah. And yeah. Yes, in nature. We live in nature.
Yeah.
And I have quite a big garden, which is a lot of work, but great. It's amazing.
Yeah, so like us, we got a pretty big garden.
We've seen pictures of it.
Yes, I have seen
It
pictures.
feels a bit like living in a.
Yeah. So, what was it like growing up in England, kind of back then? I guess.
Oh, I think I had a great childhood. Really, it was. We had a lot more freedom, I think, than children have now. Partly because it was similar to here, very rural, and lived in a little village, and we knew everybody in the village, so it was pretty safe. We could go off and play with our mates, even when we were quite young. We would be off and out mushrooming, out in nature, and I lived right next to Woburn Abbey, which is a stately home in a parkland, full of deer and other animals. In fact, they even had a zoo, and I knew quite a lot of people who worked there, so that was fantastic. It was fantastic. I was always up a tree or doing something, building things, building little houses and things out in nature.
Yeah.
Probably why I became an architect.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely must have been nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, you obviously lived in
Yeah,
England
I think.
and in France. So, but have you been like any other places?
I've traveled to. I'm not much outside Europe. I have been to America and Canada. So I came to Canada when you were born, Jasper. I
Oh,
need to go back
yes.
and see you again.
Mhm.
Quite a long time ago now. And yeah, I've traveled quite a lot in Europe, but it's traveling and living somewhere. So, when you move to Spain, you're then actually immersed in the culture a little bit more. And there's just a whole lot to work out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love living in Spain. I love living in Spain. So we moved to Spain in about 2000 and
Yeah.
lived there for just over 10 years. And then we moved here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
So yeah,
I've ever been there.
great.
I think maybe when I was very little.
I think you went to Spain once. I don't know.
Into here, you were, yes, you were a baby. I think, or quite young when you came here.
Well, no, I mean, like, yeah,
So
to
you
here
did
I've been
come
there, but I don't remember if I've been to Spain. I don't think so.
I don't know. I thought you have
No.
been. You're very, very, very young.
Maybe I mean to other places, but
I guess the most we've been is England, France, and I guess Poland once. Otherwise, we haven't really
Right.
been anywhere else.
to America.
No.
we haven't, though. We were thinking about going sometime.
We were going to go last year, kind of full time, but then we kind of got caught up doing lots of things, and
We also had the fires and stuff.
yeah, it was a little more. We had lots of things going
Yes.
on. Yeah, but then I guess we're going to be.
But we were planning to, and we probably will. Yes.
Yeah, like we're planning,
Oh,
I
that's
think, to
nice.
go to
Yeah.
Europe next year, so travel around Europe a bit.
That will be amazing. Yes, come and stay with me, and
Yes.
and also with Laurie in Spain, for sure.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. It's great. It's great traveling around, and it'll be a great part of your education too, just to see
Yeah.
different places and
Yeah.
join in with different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I mean, I think that's been a big thing in my life, really. You know, the traveling or the living in different places, because it's been such an amazing experience to build a house in different countries too.
Mhm.
And in that process, to meet a whole lot of different people, and you have to learn the language, especially in regard to building. And that's been really good. So we built a house in Spain, and we pretty much have built all of this house. We
That's-
bought a little stable block,
That's quite impressive.
and it's now a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the first one we've literally built ourselves with our own bare hands.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slow process. But it's still going to take a while. We're still doing it, and it's
Yes.
yeah, little by little, getting better and better.
Yeah.
But it's good. I really appreciate the fact that I never know what I'm going to do really the next day. There's always something new. It's always exciting, and plenty to learn too. And I love that. I love that, the challenge in life, learning new things.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really important thing, that you never really stop learning. There's
Yes.
always more. And so I will get inspired to do something. It's like, oh, I really want to do this. Or I really want to make this. And then I'll just find out how to do it, and then do it. And you get better. You get better the more practice you get.
Yeah.
But it is, yeah. I can't imagine not having that really. I'm always wanting to try new things, try new ideas out, new colors, new fabrics.
Yeah.
So I really like making all sorts of things, including making and altering clothes. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm someone who I'll have a new idea, and then right now I'm going to do that.
Yeah, so like I'll kind of do that as well. Like I'll be building something, and then I'll go, oh, this is actually kind of cool, and then I'll go do that. You know, you gotta make it up as
Yeah.
you go.
Right. Exactly. And then I don't want to stop either. I want to keep going. You know, it's like, oh, I've got to keep going until this is finished.
Yeah, but also you kind of see,
Yeah.
like you'll think this bit will kind of fit in with that, and then something else will fit in with that, and it kind of
It's like playing a puzzle.
You sort of-
yes.
fits together with it with itself.
Yeah, exactly. It's really cool. And that kind of inspires you even more. You get quite excited. And it is very satisfying to look back at the end of it. Even if it hasn't all worked out perfectly as you had originally imagined, quite often it's even better. And you never,
Sometimes,
it's just a bit like this house when we started it. You know, we obviously draw up plans, put them through planning, and it's, as far as planning goes, it's pretty much the house we did, but all sorts of little changes and all sorts of things, you know, because as over time you decide, oh, it'd be better maybe if we do this, or we have a better idea for this, and so it develops, and that's nice too.
So we probably should start wrapping it up. I do have one
Okay.
final question, and that is, if you could sit down with your 14-year-old self, what would you say?
What advice would you give?
Always be curious, remain curious forever, and keep creating. Don't stop creating. You know, think outside the box, think of different ways of doing things, and yeah, just keep that kind of vitality for life, you know, excitement, by being curious and asking questions about everything, and just don't always believe what you hear, but you know, ask about it. Don't just accept things for what they are. Always try and find out what, and never stop learning. That's what I would say to my 14-year-old self.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably start wrapping it up because
All right,
it's going to be
well-
about 20 minutes long. So,
Okay,
Thanks. It was great having you on.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you for being here.
it's been lovely speaking to you.
All right.
Yes,
I've really enjoyed it.
thank you.
Right, take care.